It's a little hard sometimes not to feel so defeated when something you saw in your mind doesn't go to plan. And so much about the events that have unfolded is nothing going to plan. And I could just be like, of course, that's typical, it's my life, it's not going to plan. But it's just like one thing. There's a couple things in this world that I really, really want to get right. And that is two things. My daughter, just being a good mum, just being a good parent, being a good person, having control of so much I feel like I don't have control of yet. I'm just learning so much about myself being a type of way, and imagine it's because I thought that she was the one that had ADHD, and it turns out it was me. There's so much guilt and shame that comes with that, and I fight every day just to make sure it's a good day for her and make sure that my stuff that I can't control doesn't fuck that up for me. And this relationship, this man is my twin flame. He is such an amazing person. He has such an amazing character, and he's so accepting and tries to be so understanding of the things that I've got going on. And it's hard because I'm just understanding it myself, and I feel like I almost scared myself into a panic attack because I'm reading about relationships and ADHD and how it's always been a struggle. And it always will be a struggle to maintain. It makes me rethink my whole lone wolf ideology, antisocial, introverted, because I'm like, is it just really that I can't keep friendships? So that just makes me not want them? To be honest, I don't think that, because I definitely remember making a decision from very early in my life that I am not like everyone else and I don't desire to be. And generally in my relationships, I've always felt that I haven't been the problem. But it made me look at things a lot differently. And if I was the problem, it was always that I was too much, you know. And I was just always like, no, that's not it. Like, I'm real. That's what it is. And I was so much more confident when I was younger, I feel. And I missed that, if I'm being honest. But it's a work in progress, and I'm going to be better than I was yesterday, for sure. But I really don't want to lose this person in my life, because I feel like what I'm doing right now is I'm constantly checking myself, even though I'm trying to be myself. When I'm dealing with him and when I'm talking to him, I'm constantly trying to figure out the best foot to navigate on. Do I come in with my masculinity, because there's so much of my confidence and self-assurance and reassurance and logic that lies within that, and I know that is like such an attractive quality. It's what draws people to me in the first place, but it's also the same thing that people end up disliking me for too. And I don't know what's gonna happen if I just allow the feminine side to come into it. I don't know. acting off emotion doesn't put me in the best place where I feel safe, and I know that's not how you feel vulnerable. It's not by feeling safe first, you know. You don't just generally feel like, oh yes, this vulnerability feels fine. I mean, unless you're like an actual crackhead, like, or you just don't have ADHD like me, because being vulnerable is so scary, and I'm so open to showing all my ways, but I've built up this resilience that it's like I can't, that in other words, it does not allow me to say certain things or be a type of way. Like, it's almost always like, you got this, you have no choice, it's just on you, you have to do it. And by the time that person's picking up the phone like, oh yeah, you're okay, it's like, yeah, I'm fine. And it creates this atmosphere that almost makes you have to talk about it, or it just feels like you're holding on to something. And I've suffered in silence for so long. I don't want to do that anymore. And right now I don't know if I go with my masculinity and I just register it as, you know what, you're busy right now, you're doing what you're doing, you don't have time. This is where my brain tricks me, because everyone has time to just check in and send a message, are you okay, how are you feeling? That's also another logical thing, and it starts battling itself. And naturally, that part of my brain that's telling me I'm not good enough for this person, it's not going to last anyway, like, you're poison, all this, all that, all of that stuff that just makes me feel so rubbish about myself, just starts affirming. And it's like, you know what, just take yourself out of the equation, because why are you even putting all of your emotions on this person? Why are you making this person deal with what you're going through? You can't even deal with what you're going through. Ugh. Feelings. I hate feelings. I don't like it. Oh, my brain. I feel like I fuck up every good thing I have. And I never know how. And that's the scariest part, because I will spend every hour of every day working on myself and making sure I'm the best person that I'm supposed to be. And I am still at this war with myself, and I can't do anything about that. Like, how do people actually cope? Like, I see how things work for everybody else. I have no idea. All those people that do the TikToks and Instagram posts, like, I am so obsessed with them. I'm just like, I don't know how you got to this point, but I love that for you, and I'm so happy for you. Right now, I'm in a space where I have so much ambition, I have so much things going for me. I'm working on all of them and making them all a reality, and even the ones that are already a reality, just maintaining them and making sure, again, I'm not the same person that comes and fucks it up. Like, I don't even know why I have to deal with that dynamic. And sometimes I just get really sad, because it's like, did I actually have to have ADHD? Was I born with this? Did I have to go through these struggles in life and then get it? Like, and it really fucking sucks. Sometimes, every now and again, I wake up so angry. I already wake up angry because I don't do mornings, and I don't do noises, and I don't do sleep. I sleep like 4 hours, and clearly my body doesn't just need 4 hours, but that is what it's telling itself. And sometimes I just wish, like, why does it have to be like this? Why do I have to wake up and battle myself? I can't even tell people half the time what's wrong with me because it's so internalized. I don't even know what's going to come out. I don't even know where we are right now. I just want to be, like, just be. Something else that really bothered me. Normally, I used to just smoke to change my mood. Marijuana. My life. My love. My best friend. Until I realised I had an addictive personality. That was the first step. And I realised I hadn't spent a day not smoking it since I started, and how detrimental it could feel if I was running low, or not even running low. I think it was the fact if I just couldn't get any. Like, I'm getting some. Like, I haven't done anything like crazy to get it, but like I'm getting it. Like, I will find that tonight, today, whatever time it is, whatever I can find in my house. And that led me to be able to manage it in a way where I didn't get to that point. And then my brain started realizing, well, if you're just addicted to it, it's probably not making you actually feel better. And I realized it's not making me feel better. Yes, I do like to be high, but it's not changing my feeling. It's just making me think on a different level, or it's changing maybe my perspective, which gives me the illusion that I'm feeling differently. And now I don't have that illusion. Now it's just straight, yeah, you're feeling like this. Now you're just high and feeling like this. So before, when I used to feel the crying coming on, I would draw for that quick. Because I'm like, nope, not today. Satan's trying to catch me out. I'm not crying. I'm not even starting that train. I'm not even starting the train of thought where it just leads to emotions, because I don't just be getting angry for the things that are on the surface, or sad for the things that are on the surface. Like, it's so intense. I feel everything from things that happened to me in year 5, things that happened to me when I was 5, when I was 15. I'm 27, by the way. I know I don't look it. But it's like, my brain is half convinced that I don't need to resolve anything, because that's just the way that things were, and that's how it was, and I got over it then, and that's how it was. But it turns out it's just chronic being chronically overwhelmed. I think that's just more time what ADHD is, because I can't even navigate my thought process right now. I didn't even come on here to make sense. I just came in here to just having a see. I wish I didn't get disheartened so quickly. I wish I didn't have that voice that's constantly like, why are you even doing this? I worry a lot that I'm never going to be happy. And I know it sounds like so deep, like, oh my god, you're so depressed, but it doesn't make me depressed. I've actually always felt like I just have extreme emotions, but it's very limited. And since having a child, like, it's just changed everything. And I feel everything. But I know that happiness is peace within, and the peace is not within. In here, obviously. And that's where I need to get back to. Working on my spirituality. I think that's the only thing that makes a difference in how I process everything. I need to practice talking out loud more, because a lot of things goes on in my head, and I realise there's so much more comfortable that way. And I'm not meant to be doing that anymore. Here I am, doing it again anyway. I just remembered something that I was saying before, but I didn't actually make it around to saying. I smoke more now for fun, and when I'm having fun, as opposed to when I'm feeling any other way, which I think is probably the best way to be. So I'm quite proud of myself for that. And it's weird because I should be proud of myself for so much. Like, I feel that, but it's not like, I avoid saying so much stuff because it's like, you're a mum, you can't say this. I don't even tell myself I'm a good mum all the time. Like, when I am, like, I feel like I am an extremely good mother, just so you know. But I don't tell myself, like, oh, I'm a good mum, I'm a good mum, I'm a good mum. I'm just like, I need to be a good mum. Like, what other type of mum is there to be? Like, and if things in myself are making me feel like I am not being a good mum, even if I'm not exhibiting those things to my daughter, like, that eats me up inside. And I just don't know what to do sometimes. I get stuck, and I am stuck. And I've been struggling to find hobbies and have other things to really focus on doing that's not so heavy. And even like, I have plans tomorrow, but it's like I can't even get excited from them because it's so far away from right now's mood, and I don't even know how I'm getting out of this mood. I feel so stuck. I feel so... I don't want anyone to bother me right now, I swear. It's paralysis, right? But normally when it's paralysis of the body, I can make the most of it. I can watch a show, I can chill out, eat food, find some happiness within it. But when it's in my brain, I don't know what to do. There's so much going on, and a lot of it just starts fizzling into like white noise, black screen, like. It's funny because I love Marvel, and Thor is my favourite, one of my favourites anyway. And I don't look at it enough, but I've just seen it, and it just reminds me so much. Looking at my Stitch stuff, this is me, probably built for destruction, but yet just wants to be loved and accepted, and doesn't care to be who they are. That's really where I'm trying to get back to. I don't want to spend time overthinking, and I need ways of managing my overthinking to the point where I'm just numb and I'm not thinking anything, and I can't get out of that. I don't know how to do that, and this is probably the first time I've experienced it after knowing that, like, my diagnosis, basically knowing that I have ADHD, and I'm thinking surely there must be ways. I'm gonna look for them, and hopefully I can be more insightful and help other people who are in that position too. I wish I was just more at peace with it. Can you just literally sit back and accept, like, and be like, yeah, this is how I feel today. This is what I'm just gonna do. Half of my body's like, you can't do that. It's such a waste of a day, and I have a very limited time until my child returns to me. I don't have that luxury. And I actually don't know any other mum that has ADHD, like, personally, that I could actually ask for advice or ask them how to deal with it. But if you are a mum with ADHD, I feel for you so much, because just trying to navigate your own stuff, let alone the stuff that comes to you in a day that you don't control, the stuff that you are in control of, and then your child and all the things that you have to do for them and think for them and be for them. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I can't stay like this. Nope. I actually cannot allow this to ruin my day, and I've just had a couple of news today that is trying to spin my mind even more. I don't know why it works like this. Why? It's like one mood, I'm there, and then all these other things just come in and they try to, like, fuel the mood, and then the beast just wants to feed and give in to everything, and it's like, no, we're trying to live on this higher being path. We're trying to do all things with grace, and we're trying to do all things, but I'm like, my mind does not work this way. If God wanted me to be graceful, he wouldn't have made my mind so chaotic. I'm built for bigger and better things. I don't even care if I get taken off right now. It happened in my previous video. I've had enough, because I actually feel slightly better and I've got some motivation. So again, I don't know how this has worked, but it's worked. I don't want to get sad, because I just had a brainwave. Like, I've been by myself forever. I've dealt with all these things, so many things by myself. I'm so used to going through it all by myself. A lot of things don't even come out of my mouth. I don't tell a lot of people a lot of things. And half the time it's because I know that they can't help me, but I am that strong person for a lot of people. And for them to see me break down in the type of way, I don't even know what that's going to be like. It feels so scary. It feels like that's taken off my mask. And although I'm trying to accept myself, I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't really know if I want anyone to see this. Can't believe I'm doing this with my whole face. But it's not for anyone else, it's for me. But I do appreciate anybody that stayed to watch this all the way through. Because you, honestly, I will never know, but you'll have no idea how much it means to me if you did. This has not been easy, and it's never going to be. And if I remember to, in the moments when I am in a better place, I'll be back. My brain just told me, why are you lying? I'll be back if I choose to be back. I don't know what's gonna happen again, but I do feel better. Everything is temporary, and I keep telling myself it's okay. Stop putting so much pressure on yourself. It's okay to feel happy. I've run from it for so long because during the last 5 years of depression and anxiety and anger, any ounce of happiness I have felt has been snatched away so much. To be honest, in life has happened most of the time. But in this stage where I hold everything so dear and I just want to be happy and I don't want to fear that. I don't want it to change. I really enjoy embracing the happiness. And I need to not be scared of losing it. Everything is temporary, including emotions, including moods. I just get a bit upset thinking about the things I don't want to be temporary. The things I want to be very much permanent and are very much permanent. I hope to find better ways of navigating myself and my mind so I'm not ultimately the cause of it. Haven't realised how much things are my doing because of my own brain, even with the multitude of things that I already know that I come with. It's okay. I'm the best version of myself and I always will be because I will never stop trying. And I wish I could. And that's why I always complain about it, because I'm never going to stop. If I stop talking about something or stop doing it, it means I'm probably going to stop. And I've stopped. Love hard, fight hard. Everything is temporary. And everything is going to be okay. Fuck, I actually feel hungry now. Why do I want to cry? Because I feel happy now. Fuck's sake. I even wear eyelashes and I'm just trying to look cute for the video. Thank you, like I said, to anyone that actually listened all the way through. You're a real one. Real one, real one, real one. I appreciate you. Have a good day.